Welcome into Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively here on WTOL 11+. So today we want to talk about a little something that we were talking about on Good Day, just expand the conversation just a little bit more.
That's what we do, so you can get to know us a little bit better here. So thanks for downloading. Thanks for joining us. Earlier this week, we were talking about some of the famous folks we've met. We were playing a little game, and it was, who's the most famous person you met? So we were thinking of people off the top of their heads, and now that we've had time to digest it a little bit.
You have all the photos.
I got pictures, because I remember to take pictures.
So some of these people we've met, the same folks together, but I never snapped a photo. So.
But he was, I can
vouch. I was there.
For you. You were there. So I think the person that I mentioned first was probably the biggest was Laura Bush, who was the First Lady of the United States at the time. And I got an opportunity to interview her when I was working as a young baby reporter. This is ripe old me with my rosy cheeks.
Is that North Dakota or South Bend?
In Bismarck, North Dakota.
Okay.
Gosh, I was probably about 4, 25.
Okay, is that at a library?
Yes, we were at an elementary school inside their library.
Oh, fun.
So what I loved about this is they were like, don't take your own photos. We'll take photos and send them to you.
That's really nice.
So they sent me this one, and they sent me another one of me interviewing her.
Oh,
and I can't find it. It's framed like this as well somewhere. But what I thought was really cool is they also sent it with this little card that says, with the compliments of Laura Bush, which I thought was really sweet.
Yeah. Do you remember how the interview went?
I do.
What you asked her?
No, I don't. I don't remember what I asked her, to be honest.
But she was really nice, I'm sure.
But she was really nice, and I remember she just looked very flawless.
Yeah.
And very, very sweet. She said they were wrapping up their time in the White House. It was their last few months there. And they were trying to visit all 50 states, and North Dakota was like the second to last one that she had to visit. So it was a pleasure, a great experience getting to interview and meet her.
Awesome.
So that was probably the number one. And then Bob Schieffer is another a CBS newsman. This other handsome gentleman with me in the photo is Lee Ellison, who is a photographer.
Oh, nice.
At Bismarck. So yeah, here's young baby me, baby Amanda here too.
Yeah, super nice though to be able to have those memories from then too, right?
I remember him being super laid back. He was like country. I think he was wearing cowboy boots.
Good for him. Well,
I think.
It's North Dakota, so he,
Yeah, he was. I don't remember
why
he was in town doing some kind of event. He was speaking at an event, so it was cool to get to meet him.
Awesome. So someone who we both met was Monique.
Yeah, I think let's put her picture over here. We can show you. Comedian.
Yep. Yeah.
Monique.
I remember that day. She walked right by my desk. She made me stand up and give her a hug.
She was so nice.
Yeah.
She was so nice. And I remember she came, I think she had one other person with her, and she used our makeup room, and she used it, and she was just not like, oh, this is all you got?
Right.
Like, she's like, no, this is fine.
Down to earth.
Yeah, super down to earth.
That was before we remodeled the makeup room.
And it was
kinda...
I know. Yeah.
So it was really cool because I got a chance to catch her comedy show that weekend too.
Oh, you
and
did?
she is the queen of comedy for sure.
So funny.
She held it down. It was a really good time. So yeah, nice that you were able to get that photo snapped.
Yeah, I got the picture, Steven.
Probably right after this interview that she did. That's when I got a chance to meet her and talk to her. Yeah, so really
very,
fun.
very nice. We used to bring in comedians pretty regularly.
Yeah, met Marlon Wayans as well.
Yes, and let me see, what picture do we have next? It might be Damon Wayans Jr.
Okay.
Which one do we have?
Marlon, I remember, was wearing.
This is Damon Wayans Jr.
Yeah, that's the other brother.
Yes.
Out of like 19 of them.
Yeah, I know, right? It's keeping him. So, and I saw his show, and here's Marlon Wayans.
Yes.
So I saw Damon Wayans Jr.'s show when he was in town, and he was very funny as well.
I remember Marlon. He was sweating profusely when I got a chance to shake his hand. Yeah, and I think he had like some gloves on or something. Yep, that's it.
Oh,
yeah, I remember that because I remember shaking his hand. I was like, "What is that?
Why are you so hot?
Why are you sweating so much?"
Why are you sweating?
Yeah.
Nice. I think I remember Damon Wayans Jr. I think he was quiet at first, and then as soon as that red light went on, he turned it on.
Boom.
He was ready to go.
Yeah, so
but his show was funny though.
The only photo I could snag was something recent, and I shared this on Good Day back in December. It's when I met my favorite rapper, D1.
That's right.
Right, went to his concert.
Yeah.
So that was super cool. Gloria and I got a chance to get his children's book as well. Got a chance to talk to him too about just the state of hip hop and some of his thoughts. So that was cool just to discuss things a little bit. And he gave me a little credit for my freestyling skills.
I was going to say, you got to freestyle too.
So that was really, really fun. So enjoyed that thoroughly.
So you remembered to snap the picture.
Yeah, had to.
This time.
Had video as well too, so that's good.
Yeah, yes, there's proof. There's proof, and I could vouch for you for the other ones as well. Tim, you have, speaking of comedians who have come through here over the years, oh, the camera's like, the camera wants to talk to see you.
It wants to talk to you. Here it goes.
There we go. So you got to see a pretty cool one.
Yeah, I met Dave Coulier from Full House.
Full House.
Yep.
Uncle Joey. He
Uncle
came
Joey.
in. It was probably the second to most famous person I've ever met here. This was, God, I came 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago.
It had to have been more than 10
10
because I've been here.
It was, I remember when he was here as well.
it was
I
about
didn't get a
11.
chance to meet him, but I got a chance to see him walk out the building.
Right. Okay.
And folks were like,
That counts.
that's Uncle Joey.
Right.
Yeah, so it had to be at least 10 or 11 years ago.
Yep, and we had some good news from him this week. He
Yes.
just announced that he was battling cancer, but he's now cancer-free.
That's wonderful news. What do you have, like
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is the bad one. I
And
think
it was bad.
stage 3.
Yeah, it was pretty far
So-
along. So that's great news to hear that he's doing, because
good-
everybody's
good news
yeah,
to
it's
Uncle
Uncle
Joey.
Joey.
Uncle Joey. Yeah.
Uncle
Cut it
Joey.
out.
Keep up the good.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Cut it out.
There you go.
There we go.
Full house, baby. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's been cool to be in this position.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that is the cool part about this, because you get a chance to run into folks. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
That
got a
was when you
chance
said the
to
other day.
interview him. Yeah, and I asked him the question. We were all given the opportunity to ask one question. The first was the GOAT debate, who's the greatest of all time.
What did he say? Do you remember?
He talked about himself. He talked about himself, which I respected in a huge way. He was in town, actually, wrote a book. It was like a sequel to like a Sherlock Holmes book or something like that, or Sherlock Holmes's brother, I think, is the book.
Okay.
Someone can verify that. And the question I asked was about Steph Curry and his thoughts on Steph Curry and helping to change the game of basketball,
game.
because it has changed the game completely, because Kareem is an inside player.
He's a big guy.
He didn't play outside, and a lot of times it was on a fast break, you push it to your big man. Now you can have one offensive player and 4 defensive players, and they're shooting 3-point shots.
They
so
are.
he was just talking about how he loves how Steph Curry has changed the game of basketball.
So he liked it.
He wasn't against it at all.
Oh, that's
which
good.
is really cool.
That is good, because I feel like some of those old school
Old school's
guys are like old school guys.
Yeah. They're scrubs now. They couldn't compete with us back in the day. So no, he wasn't like that at all, which was nice.
Very, very good. All right.
Oh, you know what? I'm missing one. Mark Brown, and I have a photo with Mark Brown. Mark Brown is the author of the aardvark.
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur the aardvark.
He was at an event. You just
and I hosted an event last year.
for the was it for the library?
It was for the library. Yes,
Yeah.
it was the Dolly Parton Imagination
Yes,
Library. That's it.
they had a fundraiser.
Yep. Arthur the aardvark. Yeah, so that was really cool. He stands about this tall.
No.
Just
I'm kinda
really
not surprised.
Really nice guy, and he was speaking. And he was just talking about this guy named Fred Rogers casually.
Just, you know.
And I'm like, oh my goodness,
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers?
Rogers, that was like your friend. Like, how cool
And
is
then
that?
they were neighborhood buddies.
Yeah, so that was really nice. That was this past summer. Got a chance to meet him, talk to him. So yeah,
We'll have to get somebody in here.
I have a photo
soon.
with him too. So
You did take a picture of that
should
one.
have shared that.
Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Maybe
Right.
splice it in.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Boom, there he is. Mark Brown.
All right, so something else we did on Good Day this week. We learned a little bit about lacrosse.
Yeah, a new sport to both of us,
Very new.
and we'll see how my scoring skills go. We'll be
Right
back.
after this.
Welcome back to Good Day After the Show. We're outside, and it's time to play some lacrosse, Amanda.
I'm ready.
I see.
Yeah, to stitch the skirt in the dress shoes.
I'm still wearing dress shoes.
Steven, I'm a little nervous for you.
They're slick out here, but you know what? I think I'll be okay.
Because Luke's going to help us out here. Coach.
Yes.
Luke Walters, right?
Yes.
Toledo Wolfpack Lacrosse Club. We were chatting with him on Good Day about the club that you all have for local students who don't have a home team at their school.
That's correct.
Yeah, love that. So what we want to do, we want to get some drills from you.
Absolutely.
Because Amanda and I believe that we can jump on the team today and help you guys win.
He can jump on the team today.
It's all about confidence first, right?
That's right. You got to bring the confidence.
Okay,
yeah.
so can you run us through some drills? What are some of the things for folks who have never played lacrosse before? What do you show them first?
Absolutely. So one of the key things is obviously throwing and catching.
Okay.
Another big thing is picking up balls that are on the ground.
Okay.
So for example, if this ball's on the ground here, it's easy for a player to come up and just broom it on.
Right.
The key is keeping this backhand about a foot off the ground, and then you can scoop through a little
Scoop it.
easier.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
got to get down.
Yeah, you gotta get down.
Ooh,
Yep,
there
exactly,
you go, and keep
perfect.
going. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So
Good job.
Like
Nice.
here
this.
you go.
Let's see if I can do it.
Yep,
Okay.
get that
I'm gonna-
backhand down.
All
There you go.
right,
There you
I
go.
did it.
So that's a nice first lesson
Okay.
for us.
All right.
Exactly. So that's the spot to start. The other thing is throwing and catching. So one of the key things to throwing and catching is, first off, when you go to catch, it's like an extension of a glove. Like, say you have a baseball glove, you would have it right here. It's like this. Instead, you have to hold it here. So
Okay.
you watch it come into your stick, and you kind of just catch it like it's an egg
Okay.
that's gonna
Like
break.
soft, yeah.
You just absorb it.
And the thing is, you see these lacrosse players, they're catching on the run.
Yes, they are.
They're not just standing still waiting on it to come to them. They're like running and
Yeah.
catching.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Can we
And-
try a little bit of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So
boy.
here, we'll start with you.
Okay. All right, here we go. You ready, Steven?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, that was not a good throw.
Get that.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
There you go. There's the catch. Almost. There you go.
Okay. Oh man, I keep throwing low.
Scoot
okay.
that top hand down when you go to throw.
Almost.
It's a
Oh, we got
bouncy
some
ball.
more.
No, it's gonna go into the car. Oh no!
Did you lose
okay,
it?
you got another ball.
Yeah, we have another one.
We'll get that later.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, it's
Hold
coming
on,
out.
let me
It's
do
rolling
my
out.
scoop. Scoop, there it is.
I'm already not learning my. Oh yeah, he could catch better. That's better.
All right,
That's
so
probably better.
One of the other key things is throwing. You catch with your hand up here, but when you throw, you move it about halfway down the stick.
Oh, okay.
And one of the keys to lacrosse is it's just not pushing it. It's like there's a pendulum here. Like that.
Swinging. Okay.
Yeah. So for example, I'll bring it down and I'll.
Okay. I think I was holding my hand too
Caught
high.
it.
That was my
Just want to
problem.
let folks know. Caught that.
He did. Good job, Steven. You
Nailed
caught
that.
it. You caught it.
Now to throw.
He had a lot of heat on that
Another one under the car.
All right, you ready? I'm going to throw it to you later. Ready?
Okay. Ooh,
Almost. There
almost.
you go.
Okay,
All right,
now
move that top hand
move
down.
it down.
Yep.
Okay. That was better.
A lot easier to
That
pass
was
that
better.
way. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Jeez.
Oh,
Man, he's
bad
taking
throw.
shots.
I
He
got
has
you,
another-
Amanda. I got another one.
My God, the last
throw.
one.
Another bad throw.
He is going after me, I think. Okay, I'll go chase
Hey, you
this
know
one
what?
down.
This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. So for folks who just want to get started, can they come out and just, get some tips and things from you?
Yeah, I mean, they can do that. I mean, if they reach out to us on our website, we'll work something out with them. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
But really, you're looking for those players who have a little experience and they want to play competitive lacrosse.
Yeah, we have both. We have players that are going to play at the college level next year. We have one player that's actually playing in college now, both club and varsity. We have quite a few. And then we have new players as well. First-time players coming out, and we teach them the fundamentals. We have coaches that are certified by USA Lacrosse. So we have great coaches, all volunteers. They don't get paid. We're nonprofit. So they can come out, they can learn about the sport, and potentially play at the next level.
Sounds like a fun time. So
Yeah.
This was fun.
I just had an idea.
Oh, okay.
I want to like try to shoot a goal. So how can I do that? Well, I see that dumpster right there.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
here you
Absolutely.
go. So coach, check it out. All right. So
You're gonna put it in
So
the dumpster.
it's the same thing as a pass.
Okay.
But instead of stopping here, you point your stick right
where
where
I
you
want
want to
it.
hit.
Oh, no, not like that. Did it go over the fence?
one more time. No,
Okay,
I
one
wasn't
more
going for
time.
the fence, but
That's better.
Oh.
That's better. See, good thing I brought the
Good
softball.
thing he brought the soft ones. Okay, we're gonna take the stick away from Steven.
yeah, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, okay, yeah, stay with us. More Good Day After the Show coming up right after this.
Thanks, coach.
Thank you.
When he like whipped that thing, I got it!
Oh no!
I got it! That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Got some extra steps in
Yeah.
too, because I had to chase the ball all the way out.
Just
to
a
the
nice
street.
little workout after the show,
Yeah.
too. Hey, so I did find that photo of Mark Brown.
Awesome.
So here it is.
There's the
Yeah.
author of Arthur.
Yes, so complicated to say, right? It is, right?
It's a tongue twister.
Also, as we were playing lacrosse,
Everything came back to you.
everything came back to me. So I used to intern for a production company in Chicago. So we were at every home White Sox game. And I got a chance to meet Juan Pierre, Paul Konerko, Jim Thome,
Nice.
I think Torrey Hunter
Okay.
as well, and a few more that aren't.
You just forgot.
Alfonso Soriano, yeah, because I covered a Cubs game as well. So
Any
we were at
pictures with
Wrigley.
any of them?
No, because press.
quick.
We were press, so that would have been,
Not allowed.
get your credentials revoked.
not
doing
allowed.
Stuff like that. No cheering either. So when the
Can't
White Sox
decide.
were losing, I was very excited, but I couldn't say anything. And in the fourth inning, it was really fun because free food, hot dogs, like
Every game, fourth inning?
Every game, fourth inning. Yeah,
Nice, that's
yeah,
the life.
It was.
Press
It was really
booth
nice.
life.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
Yep.
Well, we're going to have another very cool week for you coming up next week on Good Day. Some great guests. So we're in springtime. So there's like spring cleaning, all that good stuff. How about getting your life together? Get organized. Jen Hill is going to help us clear the clutter from our desks, maybe?
We need help. Some of us more than others around
Yes,
here.
if you've looked around the newsroom.
I won't
before.
point anyone's desk out, but
Ooh, that could be fun for next time on Good Day After the Show.
I think we should
Whose
do that.
desk is this?
Oh, I'm going to out some people. Okay. All right, and we do it every year. Donate Life, Big Green Chair, 24-hour sit-in, how you can save lives by just saying yes.
And it's time for the main event, a title fight coming to downtown Toledo. We'll chat with one of the boxers involved. Again, that is all coming up next week on Good Day.
Absolutely. So we thank you so much for joining us here on Good Day After the Show. Enjoy your weekend and have a good day.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for downloading. Tell your friends.